Open space. Well, before we start the open space, let me show you the whole arrangement before the details. In the big room, as big as this auditorium, you see at the very end of this room, at the very end, you have the breaking news. That is the notes that we took, or the note takers took, during your conversations with your stakeholders yesterday. So you will have different stakeholders' notes. There are still two stakeholders still being adjusted. So at least there are 5 or 6 over there that's available for you to really read and go through. Okay? Besides that, at the other side, you will have the murals of the ideas, feelings, or anything that people want to put from the stakeholders meeting. So these two sides actually is the breaking news side. So you just can do what we call philosophical walk later on and really read all this breaking news. Actually, in the morning, the initiative is to ask you to stand and go, but because of the timing, we will continue with the open space right away, if that is okay. Yeah? But later on, you can just go and really read what is provided for you. Only 6 stakeholders available yet. Hopefully, 2 will come later on, and we have the murals. So the whole wall is your breaking news. So that is the time we will also put every news from the discussions in the wall. Okay? Before long ado, I will ask Darrell to share with us why we will start with this open space and where we will start. We have some historical interesting news that Medan starts everything. Even the RSPO starts here, or the initiative of the RSPO starts here. It started here in Medan 2002. Yeah, Pak Chandran? Pak Chandran just told us this morning. Actually, the idea of RSPO was here in Medan. So this is where we start. So Darrell, the time for you.
Hello. Thank you, Victor. Thank you all for making it here at 9:10. I hope today will be a great day. This pillar is blocking. I think what Victor, we were just informed by Pak Chandran that the precursor to the precursor of a discussion on RSPO actually started in Medan. And it was, I think, IOPRI, is that right?
Very grounded.
And with IOPRI, yeah. So that whole conversation started here. But they didn't mention RSPO. They thought that something needed to be done with the haze and the currency problem and the price problem of oil palm at the time. So here we are, 2013 at the 11th RT, talking about the same thing, but talking also about the credibility of a standard to support the credibility of a multi-stakeholder initiative like the RSPO. So I was asked to give some insights on what transpired yesterday, and I asked quite a few people, what they thought about the open sessions, and I got various inputs. Quite a lot of people told me that they said, some people are very enthusiastic by nature, so they said, excellent, fantastic, I learned so much. Some of the more reserved people said, I like the format, I have mixed feelings. And of course, some said that, so when I asked them how it was for them, and I said, meh, it's okay. No big impact, doesn't apply to me. And all valid. I think, I hope today will change a little bit of the balance of how many said fantastic, how many had mixed feelings, and how many actually will say meh at the end of today. So today promises to be an exciting day, and I think today's discussion through open space technology hopefully will break down barriers, will help us to understand a little bit what the other side of the fence is thinking about the PNCs, what their level of understanding is on the principles and criteria, and also what their level of commitment to support the standard that holds up this organization. So, you all know, of course, that the growth of RSPO is thanks to the strength of our membership, thanks to the width and breadth of our membership. And we want to harness that today so that we can find ways to truly support a standard that can propel us even faster into the future of sustainable development for this commodity, palm oil. There were a few key points that I've heard whilst moving from room to room that people appreciated about the standard. I think the one common thing I heard in all the rooms was they appreciated the transparency principle of the standard. Although there were some who are asking, well, what does it mean to be transparent? Some people got it, some people didn't, some people want more clarification. But all of them appreciated that this was a good principle to have in the RSPO. They appreciated the fact that all parties were represented during the conversation of how to review the standards, or in the review of the standards. They also had very good suggestions. We needed clear guidelines. We needed clear options. And some interesting one from a particular group, you wanted even a standard applied to yourselves. I think it was the processors and traders. Well, interesting, and I hope if you're serious, we can come up with some concrete proposals. I hope you don't think that all this talk is for nothing. Today's discussion and yesterday's discussion, I guarantee you, will feed into various working groups, various task forces that are currently going on and will happen in the near future to support this standard. There are many, many other things going on. We still haven't done a lot of things, especially documents to support how to certify against the standard. So we have a certification systems process, a task force coming up. We have a...
Closer.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So we have a... Oh, I didn't realize that. So we have many processes coming up that will support the implementation of the standard. And your discussions yesterday and today will definitely feed into these discussions that's coming up. So I hope you think all these discussions is not for nothing. It's actually will serve a very good purpose to support the RSPO standards. I think a little bit of explanation is required on the theme. The theme, just to remind everyone, although it's Victor's words, is wherever, whenever, whatever, however, I think. It's also good to remember that the discussions should fall under the umbrella of the theme, which is to support the standards. And when we talk about support, let's try to focus on what we or our stakeholder group can support, rather than, it's sometimes a temptation to say that, yeah, I've got a great idea, but it's for somebody else to do that great idea. I think it's good to focus on what you can do as well. In fact, even more, you should focus on what you can do to help us, to help support the standards. Because there's only a limited amount of stuff that the Secretariat or the Executive Board can do. You being in 50 over countries, covering so many companies, so many regions, so many stakeholders, you have a closer link to the consumer, can support the standards, can support the RSPO vision and mission much better, more effectively than the Secretariat or the Executive Board even. So with that, I think Victor will help continue.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Daryl. I will invite our dear colleague, Gail West, to lead us for the whole process of the open space. Gail? Gail is very experienced in open space, even from the very beginning of the process. So Gail can share with us what should we do towards the whole thing.
Thank you, both to Daryl. Where did he go?
There is just gone to the India.
Okay. And to Victor, and especially to all of you who are the key players in today's agenda.
Welcome.
And maybe,
Selamat
let me
datang.
say one thing first. One of the things that we decided would be very important to do today is to do the opening and context bilingually, so as many people as possible can get it in both Bahasa Indonesia or Malaysia as well as English.
Metode ini akan kita gunakan di mana prosesnya akan kami berdua lakukan secara bilingual sehingga semakin banyak teman-teman dari Malaysia dan Indonesia yang akan mengikuti dan mengerti prosesnya dan terundang untuk kemudian terlibat. Gail akan membantu kita melihat di dalam konteks di mana tema ini bisa dibicarakan lebih jauh.
And we'll do that only for this first setting of the agenda. In your small groups, you can work in whatever language is most comfortable for the group.
Kami melakukan ini hanya pada saat kita di awal sekali dari proses dari agenda ini. Tapi di dalam kelompok-kelompok kecil, kalau Anda mau membicarakan dengan bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Malaysia, or other languages, very convenient for you, silahkan Anda lakukan.
What we found out yesterday was there was a great capability of bilingual people in every session, and so people were able to make sure everybody understood and could speak.
Kemarin kami melihat banyak sekali teman-teman yang membantu dengan dua bahasa bila teman atau rekannya tidak bisa berbahasa Inggris, sehingga proses saling membantu ini memungkinkan untuk teman-teman berbicara, melakukan konteks bersama-sama di dalam diskusi. Silahkan Anda saling membantu sehingga semua orang di dalam diskusi terlibat.
So, in response to Daryl's invitation, on behalf of RSPO, our theme for today is up here on the TV screen, our support to PNC 2013 for a sustainable future. And we'll be looking at what are the challenges, what's the potential, what are some of the problems and issues we still need to work through.
Tema hari ini adalah apa yang bisa kita dukung terhadap PNC 2013 untuk bisa sustainable development, sustainable future, masa depan yang jauh berkelanjutan. Mungkin masih ada tantangan, mungkin masih ada masalah, mungkin masih ada isu-isu yang memang masih harus dibicarakan. Dan di sini kita bisa membicarakannya.
And in several of the groups that I was a part of yesterday and conversations, what I heard people saying is sustainable is no longer enough. We've got to even go beyond that in order for everybody in the world to be fed and cared for in the future.
Menarik bahwa kemarin ada orang yang bahkan mendiskusikan ternyata berkelanjutan nggak cukup. Kita harus melakukan lebih daripada berkelanjutan. Jadi kita harus melakukan sesuatu yang meningkat jauh lebih tinggi daripada apa yang sudah kita pikirkan seperti sekarang. Mungkin itu adalah tantangan yang bisa kita bicarakan.
So it's daunting, but it's exciting.
Menarik, sangat menggelitik. So, mari kita lakukan.
Today may seem very strange and very difficult for a lot of you.
Hari ini tampak akan sangat aneh, ya. Kok kayak gini setupnya, kok harus duduk melingkar, gitu ya. Memang mungkin akan terasa sedikit menyusahkan.
To go to a meeting, some of you from halfway around the world, and look at the agenda wall and it's empty.
Kalau Anda melihat rapat-rapat yang sudah sangat terbiasa ikutan rapat, lalu kita ngelihat agendanya kalau lihat di dinding situ kosong, nggak ada apa-apa, nggak ada rencana agenda apa-apa.
And I bet you don't very often get to go to a meeting that has no agenda.
Mungkin Anda tidak pernah datang ke pertemuan, ke rapat, nggak ada agenda.
So our task in the next 30 minutes or so will be for all of you to put up everything that you can imagine that is related to the theme that's important for you to talk to with the people who are here with you today.
Beberapa menit yang akan datang adalah kesempatan Anda untuk memikirkan dan menuliskan topik-topik apa, isu-isu apa yang menarik, yang penting, yang berhubungan dengan tema kita. Dan Anda ingin mengundang, mengajak teman-teman di dalam ruangan ini untuk membicarakan hal itu.
So I think as you begin to do that, pay attention to those people who are here that you want to talk to and learn from and create with. And keep in mind that they're not just the same as they were yesterday because of the conversations that have already been had. So take a look around the room. It's different when you're facing people rather than looking at the back of their heads in most conferences. So actually look around and see who's here.
Hari ini adalah kesempatan Anda untuk melihat orang-orang di sekeliling Anda. Orang-orang yang selama ini mungkin kalau ada konferensi, seminar, Anda hanya ngelihat belakang punggungnya aja. Saat ini adalah kesempatan Anda untuk melihat semua orang, teman-teman Anda. Dan mereka mungkin adalah orang yang berbeda yang Anda temukan sebelumnya. Mungkin karena pembicaraan yang sudah kita lakukan kemarin. Mungkin karena ada diskusi yang sudah terjadi. Mungkin karena kita sudah berjabatan tangan dengan mereka. Orang yang berbeda.
So the question is, how do we get from where we are right now to a full agenda and to work?
Tantangannya sekarang adalah bagaimana kita dari keadaan sekarang kita ke agenda yang penuh yang akan kita lakukan bersama-sama.
It's actually a rather simple technology.
Teknologinya sederhana banget.
You'll see in two circles up here, we have blank paper.
Di dua lingkaran ada kertas putih.
And as soon as you think of the topic that you want to have a conversation about, come up here, take a sheet of paper, write your topic on it, my topic, and then sign your name. Okay?
Apa yang Anda lakukan adalah Anda maju ke depan, menulis, mengambil kertas putih, mengambil pena yang sudah sediakan, tulis temanya, dan tulis nama Anda. Topik saya adalah apa, nama saya adalah apa.
Then you announce your topic to the group.
Lalu Anda mengumumkan topik ini ke kelompok besar.
This, I think, will also show up on the TV screen. Is that right?
Ya, ini akan ditampilkan juga di TV.
Show it.
You have to go all the way to the X.
Then you come back here. Mine is not a very exciting topic.
It's a long way to go. Sesudah itu Anda pergi ke ujung belakang seperti Ibu Gail.
And we're going to essentially have 3 sessions. Green is meeting in the morning. Red is meeting right after lunch at 1 o'clock. And blue will meet about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Kita akan punya sebetulnya kita akan punya tiga sesi.
So I have
Sesi yang pertama adalah pagi hari yang hijau. Sesi yang kedua jam 1 pada siang hari. Sesi yang ketiga jam 3.
So I decide, do I want to meet first or right after lunch or later in the afternoon?
Saya akan memilih apakah saya bakal mengadakan rapat pagi-pagi sesudah ini, atau sesudah makan siang, atau sedikit sore.
So I think I want to meet right after lunch.
Mungkin Ibu Gail akan memilih sesudah makan siang.
So I go down here. If I had picked a 1 for this morning, I would put my topic here.
Kalau kita mau memilih yang pagi-pagi, yang hijau, Anda lihat ada green spots. Ya, silahkan Anda mengambil yang atau menaruh board itu di hari pertama, pagi pertama, yang hijau.
But I actually decided to do it out after lunch. So I'm going to come down here where there's a red sign, and I'm going to put it up against the stage.
Ibu Gail memilih untuk mengambil siang hari sesudah makan siang. Sehingga dia akan memilih dan menaruhnya di sekitar panggung.
So, as soon as lunch is over, I will come and get my topic, and I will come out to the middle and pick up a microphone, and I will say, I'm ready to initiate my conversation, and we're going to meet right here. Come and join me.
Sesudah makan siang, Ibu Gail akan mengambil topiknya, mengambil mic, dan terus jalan sambil bilang, saya mau meeting di sini.
Some of your groups may be smaller, some may be larger, so people can just add chairs as more people come to your group.
Mungkin orang-orang yang datang sedikit jumlahnya, mungkin besar jumlahnya. Kalau jumlahnya makin besar, tarik kursi, kita akan membuat rapat yang lebih besar.
As soon as you get to your group, each initiator has a couple of responsibilities.
Sesekali Anda memilih untuk menjadi memberikan atau memimpin sebuah kelompok, ada 2 hal yang seorang inisiator miliki.
Just because you initiated a topic doesn't mean you're an expert. It may mean you think you don't know enough about it and would like to know more.
Mungkin Anda yang menginisiatif ini bukan berarti Anda adalah ahlinya. Mungkin Anda hanya ingin tahu dan ingin belajar lebih banyak tentang topik ini. Mungkin Anda mau minta orang datang dan membicarakan hal ini bersama-sama.
But it's something that you care a lot about, you think it's very important, and you intend to take responsibility for it by initiating a conversation.
Tapi menurut Anda ini adalah hal yang penting. Anda begitu bergairah terhadap hal ini, punya passion tentang hal ini, dan Anda ingin orang-orang yang ikut terlibat bisa mengambil inisiatif lebih jauh terhadap hal yang Anda ingin bicarakan.
So, as the conversation goes on in your group, ask somebody to take some notes so that they can be shared with the other groups. And as soon as those notes are taken, they can be put on the board starting down here from this morning, and all of this will be news wall.
Kalau Anda sudah selesai menulis bersama-sama dalam kelompok, Anda harus meminta satu orang teman Anda untuk menjadi juru tulis. Juru tulis ini bisa menggunakan flip chart, atau menggunakan kertas-kertas putih ini. Lalu Anda meminta sesudah Anda selesai, Anda bisa menempelkan mulai dari, kalau pagi hari terutama, memulai dari dinding yang putih di sebelah kiri saya yang ada tanda green spot itu. Situ kita tempelkan sampai manapun dinding yang ada, dan Anda akan tempelkan, dan Anda akan melihat sehingga semua orang, semua orang bisa melihat, bisa membaca apa yang Anda tulis.
And if you prefer to use a flip chart, we've got a lot of those around the world and around the room, and you can take notes on those as well.
Anda pun bisa menuliskan dengan flip chart yang kami sudah sediakan, ada cukup banyak, ada sekitar 40-50 flip chart yang tersedia. Jadi silahkan Anda ambil dan Anda bisa menuliskan di situ.
And then we have a team in the newsroom who will type this up. If you draw pictures or graphs, we'll take a picture of it so that it can all be put in a document and made available to everybody.
Kalau Anda sudah selesai, akan ada teman dari newsroom. Kalau Anda keluar dari ruangan ini, di ujung sebelah kiri pasti Anda sudah melihat teman-teman yang bisa menyediakan waktu untuk mengetikkan tulisan Anda di flip chart tadi, dan kemudian kita akan taruh juga di breaking news, sehingga ini akan menjadi laporan untuk semua orang, sehingga semua orang bisa membaca.
Oh, that's a good idea. Victor just reminded me, when you take notes, somebody else is going to type it. So write clearly, or find somebody in your group that can. Otherwise, they'll be hunting you down so that they can actually type up the document.
Kami minta untuk teman-teman yang menuliskan, tolong tulis dengan sangat jelas, sangat clear gitu, jelas, sehingga teman-teman kami yang di newsroom yang mengetikkan untuk Anda bisa mengetik dengan baik, ketimbang nanti tahu-tahu salah tulis gitu. Jadi tolong tulis dengan jelas atau minta orang lain untuk membantu menuliskan sehingga tulisan Anda lebih bisa dibaca.
So that's all pretty simple to do, right?
Sederhana?
Let me just remind you of a little bit of human nature that you will experience in your groups if you're looking for it.
Ada beberapa kelakuan manusia yang mungkin kita harus perlu perhatikan.
And some of these are kind of far away, so maybe we could put them up on the TV screen so you can also see them.
Memang agak kelihatan jauh dari prinsip dan aturan ini, tapi kami akan juga pasang di TV di depan sehingga Anda bisa lihat.
We actually call these principles and a law. They really aren't.
Kami menyebutnya prinsip dan hukum, tapi sebetulnya bukan gitu.
They're only principles in the way that they're a description of what goes on in real life.
Sebetulnya ini adalah penjelasan saja dari apa yang biasanya orang lakukan dalam kerjaan kita sehari-hari.
The first one up here is whenever it starts is the right time.
Whenever it starts is the right start. is the right time. Kapanpun, bila manapun Anda mau mulai adalah saat yang tepat.
Now, for those of you who run a business or something that has to go on schedule, what you know is you can't run that way.
Kalau kita biasa di bisnis dan biasa dengan daftar agenda, kayaknya nggak mungkin melakukan ini.
However, as one way that human nature operates is, even if people show up, doesn't necessarily mean they've started.
Tapi seperti keadaan manusia, meskipun mereka datang, belum tentu mereka bisa mulai.
And in the same way, when it's over, it's over.
Sama halnya dengan pada saat selesai, selesai.
When people are done, they are really done, even if they're still sitting there.
When it's over, it's over. Yeah. When it's over, it's over.
Yeah, go to number 4. Yeah.
Sorry.
They may have tuned out when they're done, even though the meeting isn't over.
Oh, okay. Kadang-kadang kita juga sudah menutup diri kita. Selesai gitu. Meskipun padahal rapatnya belum selesai. Kitanya udah cuk gitu, mati, udah tutup toko.
So it's simply being aware of how we operate and inviting people when that happens to follow what's best for them.
Karena itu Anda diajak untuk betul-betul melihat suasananya dan betul-betul merasakan kapan mau mulai, kapan mau selesai, dan apapun yang terjadi di dalamnya.
The third one is, whoever comes is the right people.
Yang ketiga adalah siapapun yang datang adalah orang yang tepat. Siapapun yang datang adalah orang yang tepat.
We could spend a lot of time wishing somebody else was here, but they're not.
Kadang-kadang kita suka ada di rapat mengharapkan orang tertentu yang kita harapkan datang, tapi ternyata orang itu bukan orang yang tepat.
So it's helpful to put aside or suspend, as we mentioned yesterday, your expectations so you can pay attention to who and what is there and do with what you have.
Karena itu kalau ada orang-orang yang Anda rasa kurang tepat, disinilah Anda menggunakan suspend, menangguhkan.
And sometimes
Biarkan mereka ada, yang siapapun yang ada, dan ambil kesempatan dengan mereka.
very often we're amazed at what people who aren't expected to come up with the answer, how great their input is when they're given a chance.
Kadang-kadang kita bisa sangat terkejut mendengarkan masukan yang diberikan orang yang kita tidak sangka datang, asal kita memberi kesempatan mereka untuk mengatakan atau mengutarakannya.
And the fourth one is, whatever happens is the only thing that could have.
Yang keempat adalah apapun yang terjadi, whatever happened, adalah hal yang memang harusnya terjadi.
Which again isn't a judgment of whether it's right or wrong. It's simply saying, spending your energy on what could have been, what should have been, what ought to have been, is a waste of energy. Focus on what actually is there.
Daripada membuang waktu untuk mengatakan harusnya begini, kok bukan begini ya? Kenapa sih? Gitu. Ya sudah, fokus aja pada apa yang ada. Dan kita mulai dengan seadanya. Whatever happened.
And then the one on the pillar there, the law of 2 feet or the law of mobility, simply means whenever you find yourself either no longer contributing or no longer learning, it's your own responsibility to get up and go somewhere you can.
Hukum yang ada di papan pilar itu, hukum 2 kaki, sebetulnya sederhana aja. Kalau Anda ada di dalam satu kelompok, Dan Anda merasa bahwa Anda sudah tidak lagi berkontribusi, sudah tidak lagi belajar apapun, yang bisa Anda lakukan adalah ambil tanggung jawab itu, lalu keluar dari kelompok dan pergi ke kelompok lain. Sesederhana itu.
It may be to join another group.
Bisa dengan bergabung dengan kelompok lain.
It may be to go outside for a walk so you can have a little warm, fresh air.
Atau jalan keluar supaya bisa dapat udara yang lebih hangat di luar.
It may be that you need a cup of coffee or just to put your feet up and think for a while.
Atau mau minum kopi, atau duduk-duduk di luar, ngangkat kaki dengan tenang.
But it's your responsibility to care for your own learning.
Tapi adalah tanggung jawab Anda untuk mengatur diri Anda dan mengatur diri Anda untuk belajar hal-hal yang baru.
These little animals down here at the bottom of the picture. One is a bee. I think bees represent
Movements.
moving, sharing the pollen, pollinating, that sort of thing. Going from group to group, contributing, learning, connecting ideas.
Yang gambar yang pertama itu ada gambar lebah. Lebah itu senangnya pindah dari satu kelompok, pindah dengan cepat ke kelompok lain, pindah lagi ke kelompok lain. Berpolinasi, mengkontribusi ide, belajar hal yang baru, berkoneksi dengan orang baru, mengenal, menjadi lebah.
Butterflies may simply be beautiful. That's good
Kupu-kupu,
to have as part of your group too.
kupu-kupu adalah sederhananya Anda cantik aja gitu. Di dalam kelompok itu, berdiskusi di situ, lebih lama di situ, tenang di dalam kelompoknya.
And then I think the last one, may be my favorite. Be ready for surprises.
Yang terakhir adalah yang selalu menarik buat kami di Open Space adalah get ready to be surprised, get ready for surprises. Jangan heran dengan kaget-kaget gitu ya. Wow, hal-hal yang baru. Jadi siap dengan kejutan.
Whenever I find myself not being surprised by something, it means my expectations were so strong, I missed a lot of things that were going on. So just be open to what's there, and in fact, look for surprises.
Kalau saya tidak menemukan kejutan dalam sebuah pertemuan seperti ini, berarti ekspektasi saya terlalu tinggi sampai saya memegang sesuatu terlalu keras dan kita tidak bisa menikmati hal-hal yang lain. Jadi terbuka aja, bahkan cari kejutan, cari hal baru.
So I think that's enough instruction. I invite you now to come up and start writing your topics. As soon as you get your topic written, bring it up here and announce it on this microphone, and then go back here and decide your time.
Sudah cukup informasinya. Yang kita ajak Anda lakukan adalah silakan menuju ke tengah, tulis topik Anda, tulis nama Anda, datang ke depan ini, kasih lihat topiknya sehingga di screen nanti bisa dibaca, lalu pergi ke belakang, pilih waktu yang ingin Anda pilih untuk kapan mau, pagi, sesudah makan siang, atau sini ada yang biru jam 3. Sesudah itu Anda selesai, seperti biasa Anda bisa ke newsroom untuk memberikan hasil diskusi Anda.
And there's no shortage of Post-its and paper, so any number of topics that you want are welcome.
Tidak ada kelangkaan untuk saat ini, tidak ada kelangkaan kertas maupun post-it. Jadi kalau ada tambahan lagi topik, datang ke kami akan sediakan kertas-kertas dan bahannya. Pena ada di sini, Anda klip Ada sudah siap? Semua persediaan kami siapkan. Welcome. Selamat datang. Kalau Anda mau menggunakan bahasa Indonesia, tulis dalam bahasa Indonesia, nggak apa-apa. Okay? Atau if you want to use even French, maybe later on the French interpreter, or Spanish, or Thai, or Myanmarese, go ahead, write in your language. Then we will ask somebody who can help to reinterpret it and write down some next to you.
Ini topik yang akan saya usulkan ke peserta yang setuju, yang akan ikut untuk membahas kriteria 73 dalam pengembangan new planting. Ya, 73, kriteria 73.
Saya Cion Alexander ingin ngajak teman-teman diskusi kriteria 71.
Kasih lihat Pak, kasih lihat. Nah, supaya orang lihat, baca. Supaya bilang.
Saya ingin berbicara tentang pembiayaan untuk petani swadaya dari Apkasindo.
Saya Abdi Anas ingin mengajak rekan-rekan semua untuk membicarakan RCV compensation.
Kasih lihat Pak. Nah, lihat.
How to improve the communication between growers and consumer goods manufacturers or finally the end consumers.
Conflict or consent. Making free, prior and informed consent effective. For 3 p.m. this afternoon. Be there.
Hello, my name is Holly Barkley, and I'm going to be running a session talking about riparian buffer zones in oil palm. We're writing new guidance in conjunction with RSPO, and I'm interested in hearing from anyone who can just tell me what they would like to see in this guidance and examples of best practice.
Yep. Hi, John Payne. I got laryngitis. I'm proposing to have meetings on specific producer with specific NGO agreements to initiate the compensation procedure.
Show that.
Sorry.
Okay. What is your name?
Okay. My name is not there. Okay. My name is John Payne. I know I need to go and lay down.
Can't hear.
People's safety and poison-free palm oil is the conversation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan Nepstead at the Earth Innovation Institute, and going from sustainable supply chains to sustainable districts and provinces and how to build more benefits for sustainable companies and farmers. 3 o'clock. This is also the Forest, Farms, and Finance Initiative, 10 different organizations coming together to make sustainability go to scale. And my name is Dan Nepstead, Earth Innovation.
Saya Arifin. Topik saya manusia dan sawit saling membutuhkan dalam tanda tanya. Terima kasih.
Good morning. I want to propose us to discuss awareness and benefit campaign or SPO to all Indonesian stakeholders, on other than grower and millers. My name is Ridwan, HSBC. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Liz Clark from the Zoological Society of London. I'm going to be holding a session on transparency on environmental performance. This is specifically targeted at investors, but others interested in this topic and this data. And we're going to try and combine this with the World Resources Institute, who are doing a related topic.
Hi, my name is Andika from World Resources Institute. We're hosting topics on spatial and related data transparency. And we're going to host it together with ZSL at 1 p.m.
Kita mau mengangkat
topik tentang peran pemerintah dalam land dispute dan perizinan-perizinan. Terima kasih.
Good morning, I'm Chung from IOI Oleochemicals. My topic will be ensuring RSPO standards addresses downstream oleochemicals and derivatives requirements.
Good morning, my name is Torben Wenning from Humana Child Aid Society. My topic is ensuring education for the tens of thousands of children in the oil palm plantations all over without access to education or school. Thank you. Torben Wenning.
Hello, good morning. I'm Andita from World Resources Institute. This is a call for growers to actually discuss about the challenges on utilizing degraded land. We would like to host this topic specifically discussing the challenges and opportunities to move to degraded land for palm oil. Thank you.
Notre sujet, c'est sur la traçabilité sur la total supply chain. Ok, je recommence. On souhaiterait discuter avec vous sur la traçabilité sur la supply chain.
The issue is traceability throughout the whole supply chain.
Unser Thema ist Rückverfolgbarkeit über die Supply Chain. Nama saya Laura dan saya akan membahas dua topik PNC 13 serta 612. Yang mau bergabung dipersilakan.
Good morning from Thailand. We would like to ask for your support in setting a local office based in country.
Good morning. This is Kao Corporation from Tokyo. So we ask our space to promote deforestation more.
Hello, this is Human Rights Working Group of RSPO. We would like to discuss on the new Principle 6.13 on human rights policy.
Hello, my name is Ahmad. I'm discussing here how can, as a food manufacturer, benefit from the RSOP system.
Good morning. Very important subject. Resolving social and land conflicts in accordance with the RSPO standard. And that is initiative of the RSPO Dispute Settlement Facility. Be welcome. My name is Paul, and my colleagues of the Secretariat are welcoming you. And the DSF Advisory Group, which is a group of growers, NGOs, supply chain experts. Thank you.
Selamat siang saudara-saudara sekalian. Nama saya Thomas Fricke dari PT STC Indonesia. Terus topik saya adalah RSPO dan bioenergi, peluang untuk mentransformasikan industri kelapa sawit. I'll say it in English. I'm Thomas Fricke from PT STC Indonesia. My topic is the RSPO and bioenergy, opportunities for transforming the palm oil industry. Terima kasih banyak.
Morning everyone, Tim Davis, part of the Consumer Goods Manufacturers Groups. My area of focus would be around derivatives. How can we better connect demand for physical supply with what is available or to influence what's being developed? Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Ed McPhillamy from Oriflame. The topic is RSPO is not doing enough to persuade end consumers. Thank you.
Halo, selamat pagi semuanya. Nama saya Ilham Damanik dari PT ANJ. Saya ingin mengajak teman-teman sekalian untuk membahas mengenai mekanisme kompensasi daripada HCP. Terima kasih.
Halo, selamat pagi. Nama saya Eni Desiani dari Ausindo Nusantara Jaya Agri. Saya mengundang kawan-kawan untuk diskusi tentang perhitungan GHG. Thank you.
My name is Chandran. How to convince the market that PNC 2013 is an acceptable sustainability standard?
Nama saya Matias Mihan dari Yukatan, mau membicarakan topik buruh di perkebunan sawit, freedom of association, kebebasan berserikat.
Saya Muhammad Ngisa daripada Smallholders Malaysia, yaitu untuk mencari NGO-NGO bagi membantu dari segi kewangan untuk menubuhkan atau menyatukan perubahan kecil untuk maju atas dasar PNC RSPO. In English, we are looking for NGOs to help us in financially to organize and develop the smallholders within RSPO's PNC. Thank you.
Selamat pagi, nama saya Iwan. Saya ingin menyampaikan sertifikasi kebun petani kecil segera dilakukan.
Selamat pagi, saya Sandi. Saya akan berbicara tentang tuntutan dari 9 serikat buruh dan aksi kemarin yang So today I will speak about the demands from 9 trade unions and yesterday's labor protest. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My topic will be ensuring traceability within the supply chain.
Good morning. My ask is for friendly methodology for GHG measurement, especially for plantation. Thank you.
Selamat pagi, saya Sulhani ingin mengajak kawan-kawan untuk membahas tentang buruh perempuan di perkebunan kelapa sawit. Thank you.
Okay, I'm working for Saraya Corporation, a consumer goods manufacturer. So we want to contribute RSPO, but it's very difficult to get certified palm kernel oil and derivatives certified. So that is an issue for us. Yeah.
Justinus from SMART. My topic is conducting better CSR to minimize social conflict.
Sesudah topiknya selesai, if you are ready, you can pick those topics, go around and tell everybody where you are, and start convening. Kalau Anda sudah selesai, Anda tinggal ambil topik Anda, menuju ke tempatnya, dan let semua orang silakan lihat Anda di mana.
We will have lunch between 12 and 1. As we did yesterday.
Makan siang jam 12 sampai jam 1.
And this afternoon we have 2 sessions and you sort out your own time.
Ada 2 session di siang hari, Anda yang mengatur. Yeah.
And we will meet back all together in this room at 5 o'clock.
Kita kembali ke sini jam 5 sore. Jam 5 sore. Back here at 5. Silahkan ambil kartu placard Anda keliling. Silahkan cari tempat dimanapun di ruangan ini. Silahkan tarik kursi buat kelompok. Silahkan memulai. The meeting starts.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. Selamat hari yang menyenangkan.
那个现场，我们的 Newsword 上面已经有新闻墙上面已经有一些今天跟昨天新的进度。然后在入口的右手边，你会看到今天早上所有的题目都已经被列上去。如果你的 topic 没有在上面，请你们可以直接在上面修正。然后我们之后会请整个新闻工作室把它更新。 还有就是，如果你发现你的资料没有被列在新闻墙上，那麻烦你们把资料传给新闻室，或者是你可以把档案直接交给我们。谢谢各位。
This is to do with could the RSPO do more in terms of stimulating demand, educating the customer, making sure that palm oil is top of the agenda, like fair trade, make it customers aware of it. So on the stage, if you would please, that would be great. Thank you.
Untuk rekan-rekan yang akan kami mengundang Bapak Ibu saudara-saudara sekalian yang akan membahas topik tentang RSPO not enough for persuaded consumers atau kurangnya persuasi terhadap para pelanggan atau konsumen. Kita dapat berbicara dan berbincang bersama-sama dengan Ed McPhilip di posisi di depan panggung. Maaf, kami ralat di atas panggung. Kami undang Bapak Ibu sekalian untuk bersama-sama berdiskusi tentang RSPO and the consumers. Terima kasih.
If you're interested in finding out about the Sensor project and providing the evidence base for the effectiveness of certification on social and environmental principles and criteria, we're going to be over here on this side of the hall. Thank you.
Bagi teman-teman yang tertarik dengan isu pengelolaan air dan gambut, maka ada dibuka stand kami di pojok sebelah kiri, di tengah. Kita akan diskusikan pengalaman empirik bagaimana dengan mengelola air, pengelolaan lahan gambut di kebun sawit, itu bagian daripada kita mengelola sawit yang berkelanjutan.
We'll be discussing on the compensation mechanism. It will be a follow-up or a repeat of the same session this morning. So anybody interested in the compensation mechanism, if you have more ideas or if you have not yet discussed it, we'll be somewhere around. Thank you.
For anyone who's interested in talking about transparency on environmental performance for investors and others seeking this kind of discussion, and also talking about spatial and related data transparency, we're hosting a discussions on near the screen, on the right screen. Untuk yang tertarik untuk berbicara mengenai transparansi data terkait data lingkungan dan data spasial, kita akan mengadakan diskusi di pojok kanan, sedekat layar di sebelah kanan. Terima kasih.
Kepada
keselamatan di sawit. Sesi ini akan berlangsung dekat depan Dewan ni.
For anybody interested in a conversation about consent and conflict in the palm oil sector, and particularly on implementation of the free, prior, informed consent with local communities, please join us at the corner where the breaking news sign is up. Thank you.
If anyone is interested in the topic of ensuring education for the plantation children, I have arranged here in the middle of the hall to the left here. Please, you are most welcome. Thanks.
The topic that we'll be talking about over in that corner of the room is how can zoos help promote positive transformation in the palm oil market, and we would welcome other stakeholders. We would love to form partnerships and be able to tell those sustainability stories to our zoo guests. Thank you.
Hello, anyone interested in Centro Kalimantan's roadmap and sustainable development agenda that's been launched by the governor of Centro Kalimantan? And more broadly, going from sustainable supply chains to sustainable districts and provinces, that is moving towards jurisdictional approaches. We're meeting in the corner over there. We have a wonderful group of people. It's going to be a good discussion. Please join us. I'm Dan Epstead from Earth Innovation.
Yeah, we're setting up a little group just to talk about supply chain aspects and issues. just here to the right of the microphone.
We will be starting shortly on our discussion on people's safety and poison-free palm oil. Discussion is just on my left near the entrance.
John Payne from Bora Environmental NGO. There is quite a bit of uncertainty and frustration about the compensation procedure. And frankly, I can see it dragging on another 3 to 5 years before it's resolved, which is far too long. So I'd like to propose discussion one-to-one between producers and NGOs who'd like to work together to get going in December. Do something. Thank you. Oh, how do I call it? No, it's there. It's there already. Yeah. The location is in the inner circle, near the stage. Thanks.
Would like to have you all come and start gathering into the circle. Let's close the loop. I would like to invite all of you to come into the circle and let us close the loop. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's convene together again in one loop. Let's close together.
Before we leave today, we have a few announcements that we want to make. But I think before we do that, I would just like to ask, does anybody have anything they would like to share from the day that they would like to share with the whole group? If so, we have several microphones up here, so you're welcome to come forward and do that.
If nobody steps forward first, let me do it. I just want to say, wow. I was amazed what was happening. We had our little briefing in the executive board on Monday, and I still thought, what's going to happen? I don't know, but let this happen, and it happened. It just happened. Victor, I know you instructed us to go into this without expectations. So I'm hesitant to ask, but did this meet your expectations?
What I received during the whole 2 days was even beyond expectation. There was so many skepticism in the very beginning of the whole process. Will it happen in RSPO? Will it be able to be open space even in RSPO? And here we are. We are having RSPO. A lot of people are doing a lot of good things, even within this room or outside. When you are going to see people at the outside, people are shaking hands, business are done, a lot of conversation. And that's what is, for me, more than just meetings. It's just seeing people at people level, and that's what is more important. Put me on the spot. Anyone else? Silahkan.
Since everybody seemed to be shy, so let me just make some observations. One thing that I have attended every single RTs from the beginning, from 1 to 11, and what I really find stimulating at this particular RT is the participants of young people. And I think that augurs well for the future of sustainable palm oil, having young people. And I congratulate the companies. And I really congratulate the companies for sending the young people to this forum. Maybe because it is economically viable, because it's being held in Medan, but I think this is a trend we should appreciate. The other observation I made was very thoughtful comments that came out of this placards. It is amazing. I thought I had a lot of answers to the RSPO issues, but it's amazing to see some of the questions that has been put forward, and very thought-provoking, very intricate, especially with regard to supply chain issues and all this. And that again when I saw the writing, most of it was from young people, not from the gray-haired fellows like me, you know. So from that part, I think it's been excellent. And I think this concept of open space technology, I mean, we have done world cafes before in Jakarta, in Singapore, and all that in Bali. But I think the open space has brought in greater participation and greater voice. I think that's what it is, the voice. I think the voice has been heard very clearly from many, many people. Thank you.
Selamat sore semuanya. Saya ingin menyampaikan pertama untuk diskusi yang sudah berjalan, memang kami rasakan sangat interaktif, sangat banyak pendapat yang dikeluarkan dan kami pun merasa bisa menyuarakan sesuatu. Kami mengikuti ada dua tadi topik permasalahan, masalah kompensasi ACV sama FPIC. Dari keduanya itu terasanya nih Pak, yang kami rasakan, katakanlah cukup banyak ketentuan-ketentuan tambahan yang disiapkan oleh RSPO kepada grower. Saya grower Pak. Kepada grower, banyaknya ketentuan. Satu di FPIC tadi disampaikan juga untuk bisa menyampaikan secara terbuka kepada masyarakat dari perusahaan untuk menyampaikan ketika satu dibuka. Saya rasa ini sangat bagus dan juga kami berharap juga dari teman-teman yang di NGO atau apa segala macam, ketika menyampaikan informasi tentang perkebunan kelapa sawit, harusnya juga berimbang. Karena tidak semuanya juga negatif saja. Harus diimbangi juga dengan sesuatu yang positif. Supaya informasi itu berimbang. Ya, supaya informasi jadi berimbang. Itu yang ingin saya sampaikan. Dari 2 hari kita berjalan ini, kami tengok penambahan daripada ketentuan-ketentuan, prinsip dan kriteria semuanya memang lebih banyaknya ke grower. Mungkin kami perlu bertanya, apakah mungkin dari RSPO bisa untuk juga bukan hanya ini tidak boleh, ini tidak boleh, ini tidak boleh. Ketika grower ataupun anggota RSPO mendapatkan satu dispute, katakanlah ada konflik dengan yang lainnya, juga RSPO bisa hadir di situ untuk mendampingi daripada growernya. Terima kasih, itu saja.
Let me allow me to translate what Bapak was saying. He says, for the conversation, it was such a good conversation. It has been very interactive, very active discussions. He went to 2 discussions. One is compensation. The other one is FPIC. Yeah? Now, with that, what notion that he says is more regulations coming from our SPO towards the growers. It's adding up to a lot of regulations. And sometimes it's very difficult to comply. The challenge is also there are a lot of information that should be balanced between the growers and also the NGO. The information should be not always the bad side of what the growers has been doing, but also see the progress of the things that the growers has been trying to do and comply. So the information, especially to the NGO, it should be balanced. The second thing that he said was there are a lot of with an additional regulations from our SPO for the members to comply. The challenge now is what will our SPO do when there are conflicts, when there are disputes. The expectation is it will be very good if for example, RSPO mediate or help or be there for the members to go through the process of dispute management or conflict management.
I would like to congratulate the Secretariat for choosing this open space technology, because I also know it from my work, because in the end they are losing control. You are losing control of what is being discussed. You are losing control about results. You are losing control about impact. And therefore, I think it was a risk for the Secretariat, and it was worth taking this risk, because I felt, and this is my fifth RT in a row, the fifth or sixth RT in a row, I felt the very first time that the stakeholder groups among each other at the RTs are communicating, and that you are not only communicating within your group and within your membership category, but are rather communicating pretty much with all the other groups. And therefore, congratulations for the Secretariat, and I would like to see the same format next year in the RT again.
Bapaknya tadi bilang ini adalah rapat RSPO terbaik, karena biasanya kita datang hanya kumpul dengan atau berkenalan dengan orang-orang yang duduk bersebelahan dengan kita, atau kalau kesempatan pas makan siang atau pas minum kopi ketemu dan bisa berkenalan. Tapi kali ini adalah kesempatan bahwa ada waktu untuk betul-betul kenal dengan teman-teman dari satu stakeholdernya, dan juga ada waktu untuk bertemu dengan orang-orang dari stakeholder yang lain, dan punya kesempatan untuk bukan hanya saling kenal, tapi bisa berdiskusi untuk banyak hal yang lain yang baru. Memang seolah tidak ada kontrol terhadap diskusinya, terhadap hasil dari diskusinya atau impact dari diskusinya, tapi justru gara-gara tidak ada kontrol tadi, hasil yang diberikan jauh lebih baik. So dia bilang congratulations, selamat untuk RSPO Sekretariat.
Hi everyone, this is my first RT, so pardon my naive. I would say that this process took a lot of guts, but it shows that we are trying to face the problems instead of running from it or trying to ignore it. So, and then we are trying to solve it, of course, yes, by making sure that we are aware of it. RSPO is voluntary, yeah. I just wonder that on one side we are trying to increase the bar higher and higher, especially for the fellow growers. But I think from the other side, we have also to find some ways to campaign these good practices, yes. And then, so instead of frightening the fellow members with the more stringent criteria, but also how to influence other players who are not committed with in sustainable ways. So that's the one thing I'm still questioning about. And also dealing with government, most of it's still a homework, I would say, for RSPO. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Bapaknya tadi berkata bahwa ini RT yang pertama kali diikuti, tapi karena sebagai sebuah proses yang sukarela untuk ikut, proses ini sungguh memberikan banyak dampak yang positif. Memang sebuah resiko untuk melakukan ini karena permintaan untuk peningkatan kemampuan dari para growers ini harus makin lama makin tinggi. Nah, tantangannya adalah bukan menjadi makin kaku oleh RSPO Sekretariat, tapi bagaimana justru RSPO Sekretariat bisa merangkul, menemani, mengajak para growers yang belum menjadi member untuk tertarik, terlibat lebih jauh dengan RSPO. Jadi RSPO menurut Bapak sebetulnya sangat baik, tapi proses hari ini menjadikan ini jauh lebih berarti more meaningful. Makanya dia bilang congratulations.
Hi, my name is Lukita. Since you're talking about gender equality, so I represent the woman. No one stand up. So this is my first RT also. I give a great applause because in my opinion, commonly this kind of approach is used in NGO-based workshop or in semi-formal, not in a round table. So it's interesting, and the result is quite surprising also. And my suggestion is that maybe in the next RT we can not only invite the government in the ceremonial, but request them to stay and involve. Otherwise, it's no use. That's all. Thank you.
Sebagai wakil dari gender nih kan, tanya kan, Ibu mengatakan ini lompatan besar untuk sebuah rapat. Kalau di LSM atau yang semi formal, bentuk seperti ini biasa. Tapi untuk sebuah konferensi meja bundar sangat mengejutkan. Karena itu bagus sekali. Tapi diharapkan pemerintah bukan hanya datang untuk upacara pertama saja, tapi disuruh datang ikut sampai terlibat selama beberapa hari, bahkan menjadi bagian dari diskusi. Karena kalau tidak pernah ada hasil dengan para pemerintah ini. Terima kasih katanya.
As you go, make sure that all of your reports have been turned into the newsroom. And tomorrow morning when we come, all the reports will be up. And so when we start at 8:30 in the morning, is that right? When we start at 8:30, we will begin by taking a little bit of time to review the stakeholder reports as well as the 3 sessions from today.
Saya rasa proses ini hari ini baik sekali dan diharapkan semua hasil diskusi yang sudah dilakukan bisa dikirimkan ke newsroom, apalagi yang masih menggunakan USB mungkin ya, tolong memberikan ke newsroom sehingga Anda bisa mempunyai report yang lengkap. Dan besok pagi jam 8.30 kita akan mulai dengan betul-betul melakukan perjalanan untuk melihat mulai dari stakeholders inisiatif waktu kita melakukan rapat dengan para stakeholder sampai ke sesi 1, sesi 2 dan sesi 3 pada hari ini.
And if you have any conversations over dinner or whatever you do tonight that you'd like to add, feel free to add them to the report forms for tomorrow morning.
Kalau dari makan malam atau diskusi atau ngobrol kopi, Anda dari hasil diskusi merasa harusnya ada yang bisa ditambahkan, silahkan tambahkan di kertas itu apa yang perlu ditambahkan. Kalau Anda melihat ada salah tulis, if you see also mistakes of writings or terms that maybe some the note takers couldn't read and mistakenly write, please do so also. Please change, help us to revise and edit a little bit what has been written down so it's the true report. Jadi kalau ada editing sekalian tolong edit sehingga nanti report yang terakhir yang Bapak Ibu dapatkan sudah bersih, nggak salah lagi terminologinya.
And then we'll reopen the space tomorrow morning for actions that you as individuals, as representatives of your organizations, or in collaboration with others who are here, would like to initiate and we'll spend the morning looking at that.
Kalau Anda besok datang, baik sebagai individu maupun sebagai wakil organisasi, kami akan mengajak Anda dan mengundang Anda untuk melihat betul-betul setiap bagian dari report. Dan betul-betul melihat apakah ada hal-hal yang bisa kita lakukan dengan report-report ini. Dengan pemikiran atau diskusi yang Anda sudah lakukan.
So the question will be something like, what can we actually begin to implement in order to move toward full compliance for the P&Cs?
Kalau misalnya Anda sudah melihat proses ini, yang besok akan kita lakukan adalah apa yang bisa kita lakukan. Jadi apa yang bisa menjadi suatu hal yang bisa kita lakukan bersama-sama sesudah pertemuan kita selama 3 hari.
So, enjoy the evening, sleep well, and come back with more questions.
Kalau sudah, tapi sebelum terakhir, kami melihat Daryl. Do you want to say anything, Daryl? You want to say anything to close the day? No? Okay. Okay, tomorrow 8:30. Besok 8:30. Besok 8:30. Kalau tidak ada, enjoy the evening katanya, nikmati sore ini, berkolaborasi lagi. Oh, Daryl, silakan.
I'm so sorry to take the steam out of Victor's final closing. I see a lot of people not here, a lot of your friends are not here. Maybe they have side meetings, maybe they forgot that there was this closing. Can you do all of us a favor and brief them what has been briefed to you so that they come in? And let's try to come in 8:30 because we've got a long day ahead of us. And I'm very excited because I saw a lot of excitement. And I would like to, we would all like to hear what is the result of all this excitement that you had today. So 8:30 tomorrow, please tell your friends, handcuff them tomorrow at the breakfast table and bring them here. Thank you very much.
Selamat sore. Selamat sore.